Welcome back, guys. I'm Brian J, and today I am surrounded by beautiful women. It is an exciting moment because I am here doing kind of like a super chat. Let's call it a super chat roundtable with the contestants for Supra USA 2023. But before we begin, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm already getting nervous with all these girls. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Real Brian J, make sure you do it, and also subscribe because look, beautiful women, you like pageants, I like pageants. We're meant to be together. Now, before we get into it, let's go ahead and get to know a little bit about the girls. So let's have them introduce themselves. Let's start from my far left.
Hi, I'm Janae Simpson, representing Arizona. And something interesting about myself is I used to be psychic until I was like 14 years old, and then I don't know what happened.
Are you gonna win this pageant?
I don't know.
Here you go, Nevada.
Hi, my name is Starla Smith. I'm Miss Supranational Nevada. I'm so excited to be here. And normally I'm a homebody and kind of more introvert, but I'm doing this pageant to break out of my shell and get to know these fabulous ladies. Hoot hoot.
Okay, my name is Riley Spinks and I represent the state of Nebraska. A little bit about me is I played volleyball for 9 years. I did varsity for 4, so I was a starter. That was fun. I love to sing. I try to dance, even though I'm awful at it, and I think I'm a comedian. You can just ask me.
I'm not gonna ask her to say a joke right now, so.
It's okay. It was all good. I can't do it on the spot.
No.
Hi, I'm Darcy Nguyen, Miss Supranational Louisiana 2023. And one fun fact about me is that I lived in Germany for 2 years and was able to travel all over Europe. So you need some traveling tip in Europe, I got you.
Hi everybody, my name is Bethany Jenkins. I represent the state of South Carolina this year at Miss Supranational United States. A fun fact about me is I went to a school of the arts for vocal music and I learned how to tap dance.
Ooh.
I will probably ask her later to sing us a song. But yeah, I'll let you think about it for now. So guys, why Supranational? Why is that the pageant system that you guys decided? Let's go ahead and start with Sal.
Sure. One of my favorite parts about the Supranational organization is their emphasis on advocacy with their From the Ground Up initiative. I'm really passionate about finding solutions to food insecurity, so that really encouraged me to come and use that as my platform.
So I was on a little deployment to Bulgaria, and that's when I first watched Miss Supranational on my little phone. I was like, oh my god, it's so amazing. I love everything. And it was here that Shani won. And so that just inspired me, like, this is a pageant I can do. There's another pageant system out there. And so just over time, Supranational reached out to me and I reached back, and then here I am today.
Yeah, so I chose this pageant. I've actually done other pageants before, but this one just stood out to me because I feel like I could be 100% my authentic self, and I feel as if I win that it would help me branch out and help with my platform, which is mental health awareness.
Oh, good. For me, like, I just love the emphasis of this pageant about being aspirational and inspirational, you know. I love that you get to really just further, you know, your platform, and they just give you all the tools you need. You know, like every day we've been coming, we've been just getting help and experience, doing photo shoots, which is something I love because it's not something I do like every day. Like, I'm not this, you know, high fashion model, you know, but here you just feel fabulous, and it's like, I love it, you know. It's like I feel like just like a celebrity already, you know. So I think it's just like a system that really just, you know, lets you embrace who you are. Like, I'm a, you know, kind of curvy girl, and I'm like, I don't know, like, should I just, you know, do something that maybe, you know, is out the norm? But I'm like, I want to be the representation for other women so they can see, hey, you know, there's different standards of beauty and not just one. So I hope that I can just continue to kind of, you know, show myself, you know, and push myself. Yeah.
Cool.
I love that.
Well, for the same reasons as my husband. But at the time in my life that Supra came into fruition, I gave up on modeling altogether. I was just like, I'm gonna stick to acting. I was falling for that. And so I did the Metropolitan Fashion Show. And like I said, I haven't modeled in about 7 months or so. And Joselli just so happened to be there, and he brought me to the red carpet, asked if I was signed. He says that Supra National was perfect, and he was patient enough for me to actually, go along with it, because I was not hesitant, but I just was nonchalant about doing the whole modeling, anything pertaining to modeling. And, gratefully to Joselli, he actually, kept pushing me and was reminding me, hey, you gotta come to the office. And I've never regretted it ever since. They're so nurturing and inviting and literally deserve all the best. Like, this is truly amazing. I'm surprised they're not further, really, in their, career-wise. They deserve it.
So a lot of you have spoken about just mental health. A lot of people doubt themselves, like Arizona said. So I would love to hear how you guys handle, that pressure, because in a pageant, you're subject to criticism, you're subject to comments that are negative. And you know what? Sometimes when you decide to be in a pageant, after that pageant, even if you don't win, it just changes your outlook. It changes the just confidence that you have. So you want to speak a little bit about that?
About just
Your confidence, how it's changed, how you handle criticism.
Sure. I think that definitely everyone faces self-doubt and it wavers, but one thing that really holds true to me is to know that I'm not really competing against these women. I'm competing against myself, so we're all competing together. And so anytime I feel doubtful or I get down, which happens, more than you want it to happen, I just have to know who I am and stay true to myself and just kind of get back on track, just believe in myself, I guess.
You know what? And I appreciate that you say that it happens, because a lot of beauty queens will pretend like it doesn't happen. And we all struggle. We all have things that make us doubt ourselves. You said that you had doubted yourself before competing. Why? You're here. You're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So growing up, I never even thought about modeling at all. It wasn't until the 12th grade, I started getting compliments about modeling at the age of 13, and my mom, literally, she was like, don't let that get to your head. So there was no room for me to just even fantasize about doing the modeling thing. It wasn't like it was possible. It was just like, oh, that happens to people other than me kind of thing. And so when I did take my hand into the modeling world, I was at LA Trade Tech. It's a community college. And someone approached me and said for me to model for her in their finals for fashion design. And so they have the whole little runway show going on. So that was my first taste of it and everything. But I kind of got discouraged because, again, being here with all these beautiful, fabulous women, it kind of just be like, oh, okay, they have it all together. And you're kind of reminded that I'm maybe not up to par, maybe I don't have the standards and everything, but being here is completely fun. So while you're in it, it starts to melt away after a while, I would say, but I still have my insecurities.
We all do. Louisiana, you are someone that has had a lot of criticism for your participation. What do you tell those people that might be doubting themselves and might be saying, you know what, I can't do it, I'm not as good as they are?
Well, from my military background, I have been yelling in my face for 2 months straight, telling me what I need to change, what I need to fix, and I think that's more brutal than an online comment. But not everyone's gonna go through a basic military training, so you're not gonna have somebody screaming at you every day in the morning. But I think that you have to take these criticism and actually really look at them. If someone say, okay, you need to improve in this, you really have to look at yourself and say, you really need to improve on this, or you're like, okay, that's somebody comment. But I do look into criticism and I'm like, okay, it's something that I can improve. I'm always, trying to upgrade, learn something new, and to become a better version of myself every day. So despite some of them hurt, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna look at them and try to get better. I love that.
Nebraska, you are right now surrounded on this table by minority in the U.S. How does that, talk to me about that. What do you think? How do you think people perceive it in the U.S.?
I think that every woman here is drop dead gorgeous. They have the kindest heart and they opened me with welcome arms, and I couldn't ask for anything better. They're so sweet, so confident, and a little story. So before I even decided to do the Supernational, I was very, not negative about it, I would say, but I had doubts about it because in the pageant world prior, I went through hate and self-doubt, and I went through a very negative mental health state when I was doing it, so I didn't think that it was a place for me, and I thought that it was a very negative state, but you are actually the reason why I did it. So, I'm getting emotional.
No, wait, why?
No, because it's like, why am I crying?
It's okay, let it
It's
out.
real.
It's okay to cry. It's okay
Oh
to
my
cry.
God.
And see, that goes hand in hand with mental health and with struggling. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let people know that you are not perfect.
Yeah.
That you don't know everything. That you are not that typical beauty pageant
Yeah.
girl.
And so I have struggled with being friends with girls just because I modeled when I was very young, and every single girl that I was friends with was very negative, and it messed with my mental health a lot. And I did that photo shoot, and you lended me your bikini, which was very, very funny. And it showed that, like, no girl is the same. Like, no one from my past, no one from my present or future is anyone. So I'm like, can y'all cut this out? Because my tears are not very fun. But it was just nice. Like, it was a very heartwarming. No, I don't need them. I'm fine. I'm good. The tears are gone. Moisturizer helps. But yeah, you just welcomed me with open arms, even though we didn't even have like a deep conversation. I was like, no, I don't really want to do this. And then you're like, oh, like, you're so pretty. And like, we talked, and it was like very happy. Oh my God. But
We'll keep this right here. Just in case.
I didn't think I was gonna get emotional, but it was just nice to have like someone. It was just nice to have someone with open arms and willing to help, and just be nice and not be like, oh, she's thinking about doing the pageant. Like, no, I'm not gonna let her use something of mine. Like, no. So it's nice to see that everyone is like working together and being able to talk to each other and be like, hey, like, you, like, let me zip up your dress for you. Like, oh, your makeup's messing up. But it's just nice, and everyone is very good at opening arms. So I know as soon as this pageant is over that I am going to text every single one of you, and we will be very close friends. Because we work together. Yeah, so it's very funny. Yeah, her and I did the Nevada pageant together, but I did teen and she did the Miss. So it was fun. That was my negative mental health portion, but I do think that it made me the person that I am today, and I'm very thankful to be here and to meet every single one of you. So yeah, there's my answer. Sorry it was very long and emotional.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Nevada, you're good. Nevada, you also said earlier that you're a curvy girl.
Beautiful curvy girl.
I want to know why you mentioned that. I think you are beautiful.
Well, because like for me, it's like I love my body. You know, I'm not ashamed of it. But in this industry, like, do you see a lot of curvy girls on the Miss Supernational, Miss Universe, Miss USA stage? Not really. And I want to just kind of forge that path to have that representation. And it's like I'm healthy. Like I love working out. I work out 5 times a day. 5 times.
Dang, I need this.
I was like, wait, I think that was a lie. That was
like
a
5 times a day. Can I get that routine, girl?
A week. The past couple months, I've been walking 10 miles a day because I want to do the LA Marathon next year. So I'm like, for me, it's like I'm just delving into more health and fitness. And for me, it's like I'm just always going to be kind of thinking curvy. And when I first entered my pageant, a while ago, I was still smaller than this, and I still felt wow, I felt so kind of just different for everybody, because I'm like I'm not naturally super skinny and stuff, but I don't know, I just want to just even though I may be just one of the few, I still want to just go for it, and you can do things even if everyone else looks different, different body types and ethnicities, hairstyles. Like it's all about diversity and inclusivity. You know, we see that more with pageants, you know, and just be more progressive. So I think that's how pageantry stays relevant, you know, nowadays. Is that it's not just the old school, just, you know, idea of beauty. It's like we have to kind of evolve, you know, with times. And yeah, for me, it's like it's about like getting out of my comfort zone. Like, hey, tomorrow I'll be in a swimsuit. I haven't worn a swimsuit in.
Are you gonna look so good?
We'll see. You know, I think so.
You will, you will, you will.
I already know it.
All of you will.
Yeah.
All of you.
Exactly.
Listen, I really like that when we have like interviews like this, and this is a first time thing for me, and my initial thought was, hey, we're USA. You guys have power, you guys have a platform, you guys can inspire people. So I do want to take this opportunity to talk about something that's maybe a little bit more serious, and it's about things that are happening in our country. We pride ourselves of being the best country in the world, but clearly we have things that we have to get better. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it up to you guys, whoever wants to take the microphone per se, and just, you know, talk to us, the viewers, about the problems that we have in the US and how we can better them, and hopefully we can inspire someone to start change.
Yeah, I'll pick
The
You know,
mic, the invisible mic.
Hello. It's me, hi.
Break the
Problem,
ice,
it's
girl.
me. Kobe T Swift. But I don't know if I would say that we are the best. I feel like everyone has bumps that on the road, and I think we can change. And I think the first step is, again, my platform, mental health. I feel like it is something that everyone struggles with. No one sees it. Like I'm probably the most bubbliest, loudest person,
definitely.
and no one knows that I could be going through like a very dramatic thing. Like yesterday was, wait, what was yesterday? The 16th? Yeah? Yeah, so yesterday was interview day, and it was a year ago, my great-grandma's funeral. So everyone knows that like everyone goes through like a hard time, but I just think we all need to come together and support one another 100% and make sure that everyone is mentally healthy, everyone is happy, and I feel like if we just encourage each other and stayed positive, politics, throw that into the trash, because I do not think that politics should be a barrier between like friendship, family, and friends. I can 100% like feel like I've been through the whole entire family situation, but we all just need to come together as one and just respect, love, and care for each other, because you never know what someone's going through. You need to appreciate people's feelings, people's actions and choices, but also give an olive branch and willing to help them with something.
Life is hard on its own.
You
We
don't
don't
need
need
to
to make it
add
more
more
complicated.
pressure or add more rocks in the bag that they have to carry.
Definitely.
Just take one out. Fix the problem instead of just causing more weight on the problem. Instead of trying to help, and your attempt of trying is to add more weight and just create a bigger problem.
Yep. Anyone else want to chime in?
Thank
a
you,
little bit?
next.
Okay, so I feel like one thing we can definitely improve is the education system in America. So I'm a polyglot. I know about 4 languages.
Oh, dang!
And,
I speak barely any English.
So, you know, I grew up speaking Vietnamese and English, of course. I lived in Germany for 2 years, took German for 3 years, and I'm trying to learn Tagalog because, you know, pageant fans. But, you know, especially from my time living in other countries around the world, I noticed that a lot of people know like 3 or 4, 5+ languages. And here, as an American tourist, I only know like 2. I just feel like, But American is such, you know, a melting pot of culture. We have a lot of diversity. So one way to actually be more
Example
diverse and to actually really improve, and like it's really good for your mind as well, is learning a new language. I think we should implement it in the education system at a younger age.
I like that.
100%
I like that.
agree on that.
I would like to be able to say I know more than you.
I would like to say that I'm proud that I even know English.
No.
I still don't know half the words in the dictionary, but
Well, guys, I appreciate every single one of you for talking a little bit of those touchy subjects, because, like I said before, we have the power to change people's perception we have the power to maybe motivate someone to do something different. And you guys are role models. You guys are aspirational and inspirational. And I know that's what Supra is looking for. So keep that in mind. I think we deserve a group hug after crying, talking about education. So yeah, let's just grab your, and let's do a group hug.
And then we just bring it in like
It's
that.
there.
I love it.
We're around
I got it. We got it. We got it.
Well, guys, I want to appreciate you so much for watching this.
Wow.
These beautiful women are going to be competing for the crown to represent the U.S. in just days. So, yeah, you guys are going to do amazing. I can already tell.
Thank you, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to us.
Of course, my pleasure.
I know you had
My
a long
pleasure.
day. I was stalking your
Yes.
Instagram before this, so
Yes.
I know where you came from.
Many, many planes.
And
Yeah.
he was flying.
Yeah. Well, guys, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching, and make sure you follow these girls. One of them might be Miss Supra National USA 2023. So stay tuned. See you later.